If Bob Ford Field could bring in as many people for home games next season as expected, then the revenue that it could bring in is about 20% of the team's budget, which is about $2 million. Regardless of the amount of minutes Jimmer got last night, it still doesn't matter to him. Playing in the Garden means everything. Although Forrester is known for banging down low and grabbing rebounds, her scoring is also a big part of the team, and she is upcoming on another record. When Kozak was in high school, he played shortstop, a lot like his idol, Derek Jeter. But when he came to college at Hudson Valley, he made the adjustment to center field, which he said the hardest part of that was shagging fly balls. Grosnick is known as one of the better goalies in the whole country, finishing second in Hobie Baker finalists last year. But all the solo recognition doesn't mean anything to him. He would rather have more recognition as a team up in the rafters of Messer Rink. Lepnin finally got off the bench and had a chance to start, and he had his first real moment as a member of the Siena Saints, and he hopes the contributions continue next season. The Siena Saints have produced national rebounding champions recently in Ryan Roster and Odiana Sicki, but there's another local rebounding leader you may not know about. She is a one-time culinary student who found success on the Hudson Valley basketball court.
I was really good at cooking, so I thought that's what I had to do, but I actually didn't enjoy it.
Rochelle Frazier found her way from the kitchen into the basketball court and leads all of women's junior college in rebounding with 16.5 a game.
I think that's something special because it's very rare and it's very hard to do.
It means a lot. Like, we might not be playing like the best right now, but I feel like with that it kind of helps us out.
Everybody always makes a big deal about that, but it's when I help my team. So if grabbing 20 rebounds a game will help us win, then that's what I'll try to do every game.
Frazier has grabbed 20 rebounds in 6 games this season. She's had 2 games with 19 and 1 with 18, but the team has only won 7 games.
In order for us to be successful, we have to rebound. So I think she's very conscious of that, and that's something she really tries to work on.
I feel like if we didn't have her, it might even be like a different story. We might not be where we are.
Although she has gotten a double-double in 16 of 17 games in rebounds and points, neither of those are her favorite statistic.
I feel like I'm a pretty good passer.
The one-time cook still likes to dish.
That's actually my favorite thing to do. You know, when I see a player open and I can just give them the ball and they score, it really gets me pumped.
After the pass, it doesn't matter who shoots the ball. Everyone knows what Frazier will be doing.
And I feel like she's in for every rebound, offensively or defensively.
I got to get that rebound. I have to get it. I have to get it.
And that she has 396 times, a new Hudson Valley single-season rebounding record. Union senior defenseman Greg Coburn grew up in a little Canadian town just north of Montana. He then traveled more than 2,100 miles away to play hockey in Schenectady. That's more miles than people in his hometown of Shaunavon. But since joining the Dutchman, he found a new family away from home.
I love the fans. I love the coaching staff. I love the players and the past players that I played with, and I'm just so grateful that I've got the opportunity to play here.
The definition of union is the action or fact of joining together or being in a state of harmony, and Coburn and his union teammates fit the script.
And our class is very tight, and I think those guys are all brothers to me, and same with the team too.
Coburn is close with his brothers on the team, but also has a pretty successful brother that he also has a good relationship with.
I talk to him often, and he's an awesome big brother and awesome guy to look up to.
Braden was the number 8 overall pick in 2003 NHL draft, and his NHL career started in 2005. He is about 3 years older than Greg and about 5 inches taller, but with their differences aside, Greg would love to play with Braden.
Love to, yeah. That'd be. We haven't played together since we were little, so I mean that would be pretty cool. But anywhere that I got an opportunity, I'd be happy with.
His brother is making a name for himself as a pro with the Flyers, but there is another pretty well-known pro that Coach Bennett compares Coburn to.
He's the closest thing that I call to a Nick Lindstrom type.
Nick Lindstrom is obviously a pretty awesome player and probably one of the best, if not the best, all time. So, that's somebody that you definitely strive to emulate.
Braden has 34 career power play points in the NHL, and special teams is one of the many similarities that the two brothers have in common. Union is one of the top teams in the nation when it comes to penalty kills, killing nearly 92% of the time. But what Coburn does well is on the power play. Coburn is 7th in the NCAA for points as a defenseman and leads the #1 ranked special teams unit with 8 goals and 14 assists.
Something that we're sorely going to miss there in the power play is just his consistency and knowing what to do at the right times.
The amount of time in his Union career is slowly coming to an end, but comparisons and family aside, he will always be one of a kind.
He knows what Greg Coburn's about, and that's why I think he's successful.
In Schenectady, Randy Hammond, NSRT Sports. 4 times a charm, but finally Bill Parcells has been elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The 2-time Super Bowl champion head coach, aka the Tuna, put his stamp on history Saturday afternoon, along with other greats including Chris Carter, Warren Sapp, Jonathan Ogden, and Larry Allen. Parcells was denied eligibility in 2001, 2002, and even last year due to being the Dolphins general manager. But now that he is flying solo, he can enter the grand stage of the NFL. Parcells wasn't stunned, but he is very ecstatic. The Ichabod Crane Riders are looking for their first winning season since switching to the Colonial Council 2 years ago. 7-8 on the season, the Riders welcome the Tamarack Bengals in a non-conference matchup. Tamarack would jump out to a 63 lead, and then the Riders would score 23 straight points and finish the first quarter up by 18. The Riders were led by all 5 seniors in the starting lineup, including Steven Ripka and his crafty passing of the rock. He would finish with 12 points and 5 dimes. Steve James finished with 16, and the Riders would win by 32 and improve to 8-8 with 2 games left on the season. Many of these Section 2 stars go on to play at the next level, some further away than others, but tonight, 14 former Section 2 players took to court for either Hudson Valley or Columbia Green Community Colleges when they played in Troy. Nate Krimsky from Burned Knox got things started early on the defensive side with the big block. Malcolm Shivers from Cohoes did his part in trying to keep the Twins in the game with 5 3-pointers. He finished with 15 on the game. But the Vikings were led by former Catskill Cat star Jeremy Taylor and Jose Reyes from Shenandoah. Taylor had 16 points in the game, and the former Suburban Council MVP had a game-high 20 points and was giving former Troy guard Kevin Phillips problems all night long. Hudson Valley wins the Section 2 showcase 71-47. That's it in sports. Guys, back to you.